Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining myself and the Judy Nicholson Kidney Cancer Foundation for this month's exercise series for the month of February called Showing Love to Your Heart in spirit of Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. As you can tell from the previous slides in the presentation, exercise in all forms are beneficial to our heart health. So we are going to do a video that targets some cardio exercise, some strength, some stretching, and some meditation. So if you have it, grab some free light weights if you are cleared to use them, and do so. Otherwise, we are going to get started here. All right, so we're just going to start with some marches. So feel free to bring your feet up as high as you can, or your thighs. That's going to make this exercise warm up harder. If you go faster, it's also going to make it more challenging, but please do so at your own pace and own physical activity level. All right, now we're going to come into some side lunges with thoracic rotation. I want your arms up above your head. We are going to slide into our right side as we bring our arms back behind us. We're going to take a deep breath in and slide to our left. Good. Keep going with this movement. You're making sure that your knee is in line with your feet as well as your hip. So this is all kind of in one straight line as you go to the side. Good. Okay, now let's finish this last one off. Bring our arms out to the sides. Just going to do some arm circles here. Make sure you're breathing through this. Good. And go the other way, backwards. Your shoulders should be back and down as you're doing these arm circles, not up to your ears like this. Perfect. All right, now let's roll into some shoulder rolls. So you're bringing your shoulders up and back around. Good. Up, squeeze your blades together and bring them down your back. Good. Now the other way, bring them back up. Perfect. Good. All right, and last one before we do a repeat of all of them, some modified jacks. So getting that cardio in, getting it in our warm-up. Feel free to go into full jumping jacks if you feel like you could do so to make it a little bit more challenging. Good. You could also do this in a chair if you're sitting down. You would just tap out each foot as you raise your arms up, fanning them out like so. Good. All right, now we're coming back to those marches. We're going to do this round one more time and then we'll get into our strength training. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring our arms up and we're sliding into that left side and going into the right. Good. You don't have to go far into this lunge. Just enough to kind of open your hips a little bit. And we're also practicing the rotation in the middle of our spine by looking over our shoulder and bringing our fingertips behind us. Good. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going into those arm circles. I'm arm circling forward. Good. Awesome. Getting that blood pumping, getting our joints moving and muscles moving. That is super important before you get into a workout to make sure your muscles are ready to go. And we're going to go behind now, arm circles back. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Good. And now let's go into those shoulder rolls. Coming up towards our ears and back down our spine. Towards our ears, good. This is great to do during the workday, especially if you sit at a desk. And now the other way. Good. Awesome. Now let's go into those modified jacks. We're almost done with our warm-up here. Good. Feel free to go into a full jack if you wish. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. If you have free weights that you want to use, grab them, but we can also do these with no weights at all. All right, we're going to go into some upper body strength. So grab those weights if you have them. If not, I'm going to demonstrate without any. We're going to start with a hammer curl into a press. So you have a slight bend in your elbows. You're going to bring your hands up and then push to the ceiling and then slowly come back down. Good. So wrists are towards each other. Push up and down. Awesome. You're making sure you're breathing through this exercise. Good. And that your shoulders are staying in a packed position. So shoulders are back and down versus being up towards your ears like this. Good. All right, one more. Good, now we're gonna go into a lateral raise. So you're bringing your arms just straight out to the side, slight bend in your elbows. Good. And you are making sure you're bringing your arms just about shoulder height. You don't wanna go over that level. Good. Making sure you're taking a breath. Good. All right, now we're coming into a row. So I'm going to demonstrate this on the side. I have my knees bent. My feet are about hip width apart. I have a straight back and my hip is hinged just a little bit. Arms in front of me. And I am squeezing my shoulder blades behind me, bringing my arms back, elbows toward the back wall. Squeeze and go. Perfect. Always making sure you are breathing. Good. And one more. Awesome. All right, let's take a 30-second break. I want you to think about what chocolate are you working off as you're doing these exercises. I know my personal favorite are the Ferrero Rochers. Probably completely butchering that name, but I imagine I am working off eating one of those during this workout. All right, let's get back at it. So we're picking up those weights if you have them. We're going into those bicep curls, which are hammer curls. Your wrists are towards each other. So weights at the side, up, and then pushing up above our heads. Good. Good. Making sure you're taking a breath throughout these exercises. When you hold your breath, you actually make them more challenging. So breathing is vital for your success. Good. All right, last one. Now we're coming into those lateral raises. So slight bend in your elbow as you bring your weights up. If you are using weights and you notice that it's hard to bring them up and you're going like this to try to pull them, then your weight is too much and you should go down on the weight, or you should just not use the weights for this exercise. All right, last one. Coming into those rows, knees are bent. We are pulling our shoulder blades together and then back to center. Good. This is a great exercise to do, especially if you sit at a desk or computer or on your phone for a lot of the day. This really helps strengthen your shoulder muscles and helps open up your chest. Good, last one. Awesome. Put the weights down. We are going to go into our lower body. So we are not going to use any weights for this series. Please grab some water real quick. We got another 15 seconds before we start. I will demonstrate the exercise while you are resting. We are going to do monster walks, so I'm walking away from you, but as I come towards you, you're going to notice I have a slight bend in my knees, like I'm kind of in a squat position, but not all the way, and I'm pushing out with my heels as I take an exaggerated side step forward. Push out, push out. Good. And now I am going to turn around and go the other way. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to come back and we're going to do this together for 30 seconds. And push out, push out, push out, slight bend in your knee. Good. If you're feeling this in your knees, then that means that you are putting too much weight in your knees, and please try to put weight back into your heels. You can go backwards to starting, or you can just turn around and go forwards. Good. One more time, up, and then we'll be at time. Good. Awesome. Now we're coming back. We are going to do squats with some side punches. So feet are a little bit bigger than hip width apart. Your toes are pointed slightly out. You are bringing your hips back and then down, pushing through your heels, and we are punching, punching. Good. So back and down, push through your heels, punch, punch. Squat, punch, punch. Good. Good. Last one. Awesome. All right, now let's work in some balance. So if you need a chair by you, please have one nearby. I'm going to demonstrate without one. I'm going to put my weight into my left foot. As I raise my right foot up, it could just be up on the toe next to my left foot. I'm going to keep my hands like this, but you can also keep your hands on your hips if you wish, or you can raise them up too to make it more challenging. We are going to do taps, so I'm going to bring my right foot forward, tap to the side and to the back, and then back to center. Forward, side, back, center. Good. Forward, side, back, center. Forward, side, back, center. Good. Push through that standing foot. If you feel like you're getting wobbly, that helps anchor yourself to the ground better. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. It's also helpful to bring the crown of your head, feel like you're pulling it towards the ceiling. Good. So you're kind of pushing through your standing legs, slight bend in your stance legs knee, as you bring the crown of your head to the ceiling. So you're standing nice and tall. Your shoulders are back and down. You have good posture. If you need to stop and reset yourself, that is completely appropriate. Good. All right, let's shake it out. We're going to do that again. When you're doing those triplanar toe taps for your balance, you're also working the legs and your standing muscles because they're isolating so they can help keep you stable. So it's a great exercise for your balance, your core work, and then also those glute muscles in that standing leg. All right, so we're going to start from the beginning with those monster walks. Coming back and push out through your heel. To make this more challenging, you could be in a more squatted position. You are going to turn around and go back. I'm going backwards so you don't see my behind. Good. Good. And again, forward, push through that heel. Good. Perfect. All right, now we're going to come back into those squats and punches. So feet are hip width apart. You are bringing your hips back and then down, pushing through your heels as you come up. Punch, punch. Good. Back and down. Punch, punch. Good. Really watch where you're punching so you're moving your body to that direction. Good. Back, punch. Good, one more. Awesome. All right, now those triplanar taps. So bringing your weight into your left foot, raising your right, getting a good sense of balance. You are tapping front, side, back, center. Front, side, back, center. Good. If you lose your balance and you need to reset, completely fine. If you need a chair for balance, also fine. Good. Push through that standing leg. Keep a slight bend in that knee. Shoulders are back and down, and we are changing sides. Good. Awesome. To make it more challenging, the lighter you tap with your foot. If you need to step it back an inch, then you can step with your foot a little bit more so than just a tap. Good. Shoulders back and down, good posture. We got one more. Good. Great. Now we are grabbing our mat and we are heading down to the ground here. I will let you grab some water, take a little bit of a break. All right, so we are coming down to our mat to do our core series, and we are going to start with a plank. So I am going to come down to my forearms, and I am going to be on my knees to show you this variation. My elbows are underneath my shoulders, and I want to make sure I'm forward enough in this position where I feel my core activating to help stabilize me. Okay, so get into your position. You can also come up onto your feet, on your toes, and you can also come up onto your hands like so. The main thing you want to be sure of is that you're not rounding your back like that, and your back's not falling down like that. So if it's falling down or rounding, go one step below just to make sure that you're being as safe as you can while you're working your core and you don't strain your back unnecessarily. So I am in this position, I am coming forward, and I am holding. And as I'm holding, I'm making sure that I'm breathing. My neck will be a little bit off because I'm looking at the timer, but your neck should be in line with your spine as you're doing this exercise. You'll feel it in your triceps and you'll feel it in your core. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. You're gonna release and we're gonna come onto our bottom with our feet touching the ground. If you have weights, you are going to use one of them. If you don't, we are not going to worry about using weights. So we're going to do some Russian twists. I'm going to have your feet on the mat, or you can raise them if you would like, or you can put your heels to your mat to make it more challenging. Bringing that weight in front of us or our hands in front of us and tapping to the side, squeezing our abdomen in, tapping to the other side and back. Good, you're looking over your shoulder in the direction that you're going. Good. And you want to really feel your abdomen, your obliques working to bring you back to center. Last one. Good. All right. Last core exercise, you are going to come down onto the mat all the way. Hands are next to your body, your palms are down. You are bringing your legs up to a 90-degree angle bend, and you are bringing your heel to the ground and coming back up. You want to make sure you're activating your core as you are bringing your leg back up towards you. And you should not be rounding your lower back. If you are, do not go that far down to touch the mat. Only go as far down as you can without compromising your form. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Good. And last one. Awesome. Bring your legs down. Just take a couple breaths here. We're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to stretch. Core work is so great to do. It keeps your balance, your posture, really everything in tune. Helps prevent lower back pain. So working your core is vital for your overall health. All right, coming back to that plank position. I am on my knees, my elbows are underneath my shoulders. I am right above my shoulders, so I'm feeling my core engage. My back is flat, and I'm holding. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Good, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, release. And come onto your back. Good. I'm sorry, come back up. We're doing Russian twists. Your feet are on the mat. You're holding your weight, and we are tapping. Good. I'm looking over my shoulder as I'm doing these taps. It helps facilitate the movement. And I am making sure that I'm engaging my core, my obliques, my side abdominal muscles as I come back to center. Good. Okay, now we are coming all the way down. One more round of these supine marches, we call them. Heel down. Good. Good. Make sure you're squeezing your abdominal muscles to help pull your legs up. Good. To make this more challenging, you could do both at the same time, or you can go down a little slower with a 1, 2, 3 count and up. 1, 2, 3 and up. All right, one more each side. Awesome. All right, now I would like you guys to just bring your legs in front of you. Bring your arms out to the side. take some deep breaths in right here. We are breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding. 3, 2, 1. And releasing. Keep doing that. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and release for 4. Want you to thank yourself for coming today. The first step in caring for ourselves is recognizing that we are worthy of taking the time for ourselves to do exercise, eat healthy, breathe, meditate, do anything that you consider self-care. So thank you for showing up for yourself today. Okay, wiggle your fingers and toes, come up, and we are going to slowly come up to standing so that we can take a deep breath in, raise our arms up, bring our shoulders down, and come into a half angel, which is basically we're doing goalpost arms and squeezing our shoulder blades together, kind of in a W position of our arms. And come back up, inhale up, and exhale, bring those arms back. Good. Again, inhale up, bring those arms back. And inhale up. Now we are going to come down to stretch our legs. Only come down to what is most comfortable for you. You're going to take a deep breath in as you're down in this position. Really feel your hamstrings and your calves stretching. You should have a slight bend in your knee. One more deep breath. Good. Coming back up. And we're going to take our tricep behind us. And we're going to do an over the head arm stretch like so. Breathe in. Good. And now we're going to change sides. Thank you so much for joining in today. I had a blast creating this video for you all. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Feel free to email me, call me, reach out. I hope you have a great rest of your day.